opening statement. So hit me with whatever you got.
I mean, first 5 minutes, you lose 3-point shooters, and they, anytime you let a road team, especially one that's had troubles, things like that, you let them get into a rhythm early, then it can, not a pun, but it can snowball pretty quickly, and it sort of did. I mean, they just, once one goes down, they got into a rhythm and never really got out of it.
Yeah, it's you start off the game, they made 5 of their first 6 threes, and a kid that doesn't shoot many banked one in, and we don't respond well to adversity. I don't know why that is. I blame it on, I don't know if it's youth or just immaturity or maybe both, but it's been an interesting challenge, and I didn't bring the girls in here. We asked for 2 girls to come out, and I can't control a whole lot what goes on out there on the floor, but I'm trying to control as much as I can because of all the changes that we have going on, and I'm trying to let them just focus on ball and academics. I'm proud of their academic performance last semester, but we've got to play better basketball, and we've got to turn around quick because of academics and class schedules. We have Monday night practice at 6 p.m. and in order to make the game time and be comfortable at UTEP, we're leaving at 4:30 a.m. on Tuesday, so we've got to turn around quick.
The second half, and I don't remember exactly, I know it was early, you have a chance to cut it to 5, miss a layup, they come back down, and that fuels a big run, and that's sort of indicative of how things have been going. Mentally, what does it take to finish those plays in transition and sort of get those plays you need to sort of right the ship?
Well, you can't be a front runner. You can't be doing good when things are going good, not when they're not. And we just got to do a better job. I mean, basketball plays, I mean, we miss some assignments early. I mean, obviously, we're not going to let kids just shoot open shots and miss some assignments early, and we weren't real focused. I thought we'd come out a little bit more focused, but it's been an interesting week with the off week. Tulsa was off too. I'm not real familiar with, unless it's a travel partner, being off in the same week with your same opponent. So they had some time to put in some new stuff. So did we. They did a better job with it than we did.
You all get back to 4 late in the first half. And I know it was 8 at the half, but I would have thought that you all would go in with a little bit of bounce in your step, having been down 16 early. It seemed like the girls passed up open looks early in the second half to take more contested looks. And I mean, do you know why they were passing up open looks after they got into it? Really?
I think that confidence with youth is a real funny thing. And I think that as your daughter continues to grow up, I think you'll learn that personally. But even in my 1-year-old, you can see that when she's comfortable with the environment she's in. And I think that that's a funny thing with teenagers these days. And I think we've got to battle back from one play, good or bad. We've got to handle success and handle failure and move on to the next play, win the next play. And obviously, we're not doing a good enough job at that right now.
How did you feel at the half after they got back in the game? Did you feel like it was yours for the taking at that point after having sort of weathered the storm that first 13 minutes?
Well, I lost my coat and tie, and I don't usually do that before halftime because I thought it was really hot in here. I don't know if I'm about to be 38. I don't know if I'm having hot flashes or it's bad basketball or they turned the heat on today because of the blizzard outside. So it's I don't know. I didn't really know how to feel. I've said this before too. When you get on the bus, they think that the head coach determines how practice is going to go. That is so false. Those kids determine. We're trying to read minds in there, and usually teams take on the personality of their head coach. Well, sometimes coaches have to try and take on the personality of their team. And I think our team's got a great personality off the floor. Our basketball personality is immature to me right now, and I think we have to continue to try and grow and mature.
Too many threes, or is that just again, they're not seeing the shots inside or not driving the ball to the basket and then settling for threes?
Well, we're seeing a packed-in zone. I mean, that's what everybody's kind of going to against us. And they did a good job of changing up their defenses tonight. And when we do get it inside, we're turning it over. We just got to make better basketball plays. We've got to have better basketball plays and handle adversity and success both. We just have to handle everything a little bit better, which is why, again, I'm trying to, I'm told all the time, you can only control the things you can control. Well, I'm going to try and help them focus on the 2 things of the reason that they're here. I want them to have a great experience, but I'm not for getting my head beat in. And I'm not for them, they're doing great in the classroom right now. but it's fixing to get harder because we're on the road for a month the second semester. We have 3 5-day trips, and so I'm trying to help them focus on the things that you can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. So something's got to give.
12 turnovers on the night, and I think if it might have been 5, at least 4 were grabbing a rebound, outlet pass. How pivotal are those after you get a defensive stop, then you throw the ball right back to the other?
Huge. The amount of possessions in a game that shots on goal is hugely important. I mean, they shot 68 field goals. We shot 61. That's probably about 7 shots. Whether they hustle down a loose ball or we don't chase down an offensive rebound, or it's just weird. It's interesting. I told one of the officials. I mean, I thought it was a weird night. From the jump, it was a weird vibe. But they're teenagers. That's what you're dealing with, and we just have to kind of continue to grow and help them with their skill set on and off the floor.